So in this problem, we want to find the derivative of this function. We're going to have to use more than one rule here because we have x squared minus 2 all inside of the cube times 2x plus 2 all inside of the fifth power. So what you've got to figure out is which rule to apply first. We want to go with one step at a time. So the outermost operation that I see here, or when you look at the big picture, is this product. There's an implicit times right there in between these two factors, in between the x squared minus 2 cubed, and then the second factor is the 2x plus 2 to the fifth. So the first rule that we're going to use is the product rule. So the product rule says that the derivative of y is the first factor times the derivative of the second factor plus the second factor times the derivative of the first factor. Okay, so writing that out, it's x squared minus 2 cubed, that's the first factor, times the derivative of the second factor. So I'm going to switch over here, let's do that one in pink. So times the derivative of 2x plus 2 to the fifth. And I'm just going to write derivative of for the moment because that particular derivative is going to take a little bit of work. Okay, so that's first factor times the derivative of the second factor plus second factor is 2x plus 2 to the fifth, this one in red, times the derivative of the first factor, x squared minus 2 cubed. Okay, so that's straight up product rule. Now we need to find this derivative and this derivative, and then we'll be done. So I'm going to copy the first part, x squared minus 2 cubed. Now, to find the derivative of 2x plus 2 to the fifth, that's going to involve chain rule because we have an inside function, 2x plus 2, all being raised to the fifth power, which is the outer function. So for chain rule on that, we differentiate the outside function around the inside function. So the 5 comes down out front. You can put times there if you want. The inside function to the fourth power times by chain rule, times the derivative of the inside function. The derivative of 2x plus 2 is 2. Okay, and I'm recopying this part here. Then to find this derivative, it's the same thing. We use chain rule to differentiate that outer function around the inside function. So we bring the 3 down, and then x squared minus 2, reduce the power by 1, so that becomes a 2, times the derivative of this inside function. The derivative of x squared minus 2 is 2x. Okay, and that's the full out derivative right there. Just cleaning it up a tiny bit, I'd probably do the 5 times the 2 here, and put that out front as 10. So 10 times x squared minus 2 all cubed, and then times this, 2x plus 2 to the fourth. And let's see, over here we have a 3 times a 2 and an x. I'm going to go ahead and put that as a 6x out front. Then we have the 2x plus 2 to the fifth and the x squared minus 2 squared. I think that's pretty simple right there. That's a good place to stop for the derivative.